Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on another team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Yellow Jackets will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games and big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Grab near the marker. It's caught. And the ball's on the ground.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
2nd down coming up. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They'll run it. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Anderson wants to throw. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep it.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Yellow Jackets offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
And this does such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays. So him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Anderson will throw. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Hurricanes send out the punt unit. From midfield, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. He'll start this drive firing. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Gets open down the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw right before.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Ryan, on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Trying to get to it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Wide receiver coming across in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough honor.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. He'll take it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Ready to try the point after. That kind of speed behind center is a weapon that almost any defense will have trouble stopping.
No doubt about it, Reese. They need this guy to carry the ball at least 15 times a game because of that speed you just talked about. You just saw what this guy can do out in the open field. There's not a lot of running backs out there that have speed like he does. Man, what a weapon.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Caught. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward.
He's taking the shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it. And it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Looking for a block. It's Carr. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From the gun, the running back has it.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Anderson wants to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Might as well give it to him again. He's got room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Offense working from the pistol. Handoff to the single back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to kill.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board. Gonna take a shot. Caught at the 25. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Unloads it left. Picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Anderson will throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on second down. Leaves it with the running back. He's loose at the 15. Oh, look out. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
They'll leave it with him. No, he got loose. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Welsh. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. The Yellow Jackets are threatening in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. They move the tight end all over. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the punishment has been extended. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Off the play fake on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. They go to the ground. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Looking to the big tight end. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try the right side. Still on his feet, just plowing ahead. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Snap it to the back. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the change. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Wide receiver shows motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the 1st down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll give it to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 13. Coming up here. The give from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense set for a 1st down play.
Come on, set. Flip it.
He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. A new set of downs after the completion. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Looking to throw it again. Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cade! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead down.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The offense will stay out there to go for it on 4th down again. They're 3 for 4 so far in this one. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. On the move. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. 6th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're testing the right side here. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll immediately call timeout. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to run for it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo.
Reload. Hustle, hustle. Lion.
Try to get it on the ground. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Offense getting set for first down. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O.
Ready up.
Offense set on first down.
And go.
Anderson will throw. Get it out on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Fire.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. This is